So, so to start, we have our team heart, Nanaha, played by Lumi-chan. Nanaha is...
The resident Pew Pew. Well, more so a Sun Soul monk who fights with her emotions and periodically wonders if we're the good guys. She thinks that we're the good guys today, at least.
Next we have Saya, myself, played by... okay, yep. Saya, played by me. She is a Water Ganassi warlock. Yes, Genie Pact. Next we have Raz, played by Mazegas. Raz is...
a Shadar-kai barbarian fighter.
Next we have the Neum himself, Pocket, played by Desine. Pocket is...
a Tabaxi phantom who's, once again and always terrified out of his mind.
Next we have Team Mum Verity, played by the one and only Mr. Pounce. Verity is...
I'm in the kitchen. My headphones said that you said that it was me. I'll be there in a minute. She's a sorcerer? Yeah.
I love Pounce.
That was amazing.
This is not an endorsement of mothers being in the kitchen. This is just a crazy coincidence.
It really is. Next we have, soon to be the only holy man left in Barovia, Axel, played by Lennon Marks. Axel is...
a human devotion paladin.
And finally, GM extraordinaire, Fluffy Snowfall. I hand the reins to her. This is her show now.
Talk about what it is. I'm back. Did we start yet? Sorry for that. I needed to microwave something.
Literally just handed the reins over to Fluffy.
Oh, fucking good!
Nothing but the utmost professionalism in our team here, guys.
Not streaming yet. I'm not be professional.
All right. Having gone on a bit of an adventure, the party finds themselves in the Wizards of Wine winery, down to the west of Valakai, after their little adventure of getting kicked out that happened previously. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen from that. Having just escaped with their lives from a ravenous horde of plant monsters, they barricaded themselves into the main fermentation area of the winery. And as they seemed to get their bearings together, they looked up and they saw a humanoid silhouette leaning over one of the vats. And that is where we will begin today's session. Does anyone want to attempt to do anything or interact with this rather feral-looking human?
Is there any other? Does it still sound like the outside horde is trying to get in from where we are?
Roll me a perception check, please. You do hear some scratching at the doors, but it's much lighter and seems to just be a few stragglers at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, if my memory serves from last week, the further we got from the door, the less interested they seem to become in us.
I'll just move over to Axel and be there, that's all.
Saya is going to call up to the woman in Primordial. Hail. Can we speak with you?
She looks at you and responds in common. I speak the common tongue. What is your purpose here?
I think she's talking to you.
Well, we heard that the humans here had been driven out and were curious as to what had happened.
That is not of your concern, outsider. We are simply doing the work of the land. Now you can either leave and let me continue on with my work, or we will have to have a bit of an intervention on your behalf.
Zai's gonna look at the rest.
We do need them out of here.
What is the nature of your work, friend?
My work is of my own business. As I said, I am doing the land's work. This place is considered a blight by nature and must be destroyed.
Forgive me for asking, but why is it a blight by nature? They are just growing plants.
She looks at you. Roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Epic failure.
If you must ask me, then you clearly would not understand the answer. So no, I will not tell you.
The other creatures around her, are they like the creatures outside?
You do see a variety of little, like, twig-like entities poking through the upper banister on the guardrail, kind of seeming to, like, look at the group. And they are very similar to twigs and the creatures outside that were swarming you all.
So
You also
birds
oh,
over there.
You also see, yes, there are some birds sitting on the rafters right now. They don't seem to be doing much of anything other than just watching. The human woman that you see, her appearance is very unkempt. Her hair is very matted. She has, like, an adornment of animal furs, and her headdress seems to be made of various horns and antlers. And you notice that she seems to have a necklace of teeth around her neck.
Do they look human to you?
I was just about to ask if they look like tabaxi teeth.
Roll medicine.
Oh boy.
They are definitely human teeth.
Slight shudder. Kind of leans over to Verity. I don't think she's friendly.
Irina kind of leans over as well. I also don't think she's the dentist. This is your final warning, outsiders. Push forward further, and we will have to take action.
Well, the Mardikovs outside, like, work here and have built this great place for what is pretty good wine. it seems a little unfair just to leave all the work that they put behind. Is there no deal that can be made for you to leave?
She looks at you.
Verity looks super proud of Pocket for a moment.
Is there a... Oh, sorry. Is there a
go
way
ahead.
that we can see to get up to where she is from where we are?
There is the large staircase in the center that does lead up to the balcony. The map that you are on right now, it's basically there's the upper floor and the lower floor. Where you see the dashes on the lower map, that is just demonstrating where the balcony is above it. And the one that's marked upper floor, that is the balcony that she is currently standing over, and a walkway that goes around it.
Ah, okay. So we're actually looking in our south, but up.
Yes.
Okay. Continue in your response to Pocket, now that I get that understanding.
Okay. She looks at Pocket. We could negotiate their lives, but not the building nor the graveyard. This land, this area, as I said, is a blight on the land, and it must be returned to nature.
What about the area is a blight? Is there something that we can help you remove?
The building. The act of the winemaking. Those are the blights on this land. The land has spoken, and the land has decreed that this place must be destroyed.
Well, their lives are non-negotiable. We kind of want as many people to live as possible. I don't think that we need to destroy this building either. It's human ingenuity. I know that humans are weird, and actually looking at Axel to my right and Roz to my left, very weird. But this is building and creating new things is kind of what they do.
Clearly, you do not understand as well. So no, there will be no negotiation. This is your final warning. Retreat, or we will have to defend our holy task.
Strange that you would want us to retreat when the only real way out seems to be through a veritable army of the plant-like creatures. You would essentially be sending us to our death either way, it seems.
If you leave, they will not harm you.
So, how could you guarantee that? Are you the one controlling all of them?
No. But
Damn it!
there is one in here who is. And I will make sure that if you leave now, they will know about it.
I'm gonna whisper to Axel. Considering how gracious Erwin has been to us, I really don't think we should leave his family's building alone.
So, what's your plan to get rid of the building? What are you doing in here?
Roll persuasion.
Advantage, it was listed at 0 at normal.
The first roll was the higher of the two, so that's all that matters. She looks at you.
Okay.
There are being preparations taken back in the circle. This building's destruction will occur in 3 days from now. And so, we are simply making sure that it cannot be used for its tainted purposes until the arrival of our champion.
Do you mind if we take some of the wine then that's already here in the barrels and stuff? That's really all why we're here.
You may take up to 3 barrels, but yes, you may take them.
All right, the butt has me concerned. Can I do an insight to figure out if she's being legit?
Sure, go ahead. She seems hesitant, but you're not sure why. You don't sense any sign of aggression, you just sense hesitation.
You seem a bit hesitant in letting us take the wine. Is something wrong with it?
No. However, as I said, the work done here is a blight upon the land. And it would go against my principles to let you take that with you. However, if you are going to leave me to my work, the greater good demands the sacrifice.
I mean, you can't really unwine the wine. It's already there.
Yes, I am aware, which is why I'm allowing the sacrifice to occur.
Are you certain you won't humor us and tell us how this place is a blight on the land, even if you don't think we might not understand it? We have some surprisingly intelligent people among our bunch. You might be surprised. And you are right, after all, so should you not explain?
It is not your intelligence that I question, it is your connection to nature and the land. None of you, except for your friend on the stairs there, seem to understand the nature of the primal world. So no,
Damn it.
you are too civilized to understand.
Verity snorts about being civilized, but, tries to cover it up as like a cough.
Here, I thought tabaxis were pretty close to nature.
I'm just sad that nobody rolled the druid.
Sorry, that's not this game.
Do you know of any wagons or ways that we could easily carry the barrels that we take?
No, I do not.
Rose kind of turns and looks at the rest of the group and kind of so what's the plan?
Irina looks very uncomfortable right now, and she kind of is like, are we really going to humor her? I mean, if they take out the wine, that is one of the few things that give people joy in this valley. I really don't feel comfortable. I know it sounds dumb, but I don't really feel comfortable letting everyone here sober up. It's not really good for, what is the word? Morale?
Also, I hate to point this out, but if they are saying that human work on this land is a blight upon the land, what is to stop them from going after other human settlements and eviscerating them?
It's a fair point, Nana, huh? And Axel looking at Raz. You can't really have a revolution without a good winery either.
So be it. I see you are making your choice.
I believe you've made it for us. I'm sorry, friend. May you rest easily.
Your crocodile tears do not move me. And she looks around and slams the quarterstaff that she's wearing onto the balcony. Arekta! Olen! Kare! And at this point you see various twigs and like congregations of plant matter begin to crawl from underneath the wine vats.
Wow, there's a lot more than I thought there would be.
Okay, I will need everyone to roll initiative.
Everything's all bunched up. Perfect for shatters, and I can't roll to save my life.
I'm sure it'll still be bunched up. Why the hell can't I pick myself? What's going on here? Hang on, roll 20's misbehaving.
That happens.
Come on, come on, come on. There it goes. Several times, holy shit.
Which one do you want?
Alright, so my initiative is 30, 44, 55.
I'll take the first one. We are quite the speedy group today.
Oh no.
Are you sure these are
fully
wine vats?
expecting all of our negotiating to not lead to combat. I don't know what's up with everybody else just jumping into fighting. I'm just sitting here minding my own business. Take some barrels of wine.
And here I thought he was angling up the stairs to get ready to stab her in the face.
Oh, that may have been part of his idea. He also was thinking he was going to block the main route down to the rest of the group.
That's
He
what's
didn't
missing.
realize there was going to be
Atmosphere.
another.
Fred Boat isn't singing.
That, because Fluffy's moving the tracks around. So, am I at the top of the steps? I don't feel like I should be at the top of the steps, but I wasn't with the rest of the
You're
party anymore.
under.
I thought you were under the staircase.
That
going
would
up.
make sense to me.
Top of the steps is on the top image, so don't worry, you are not at the top. You're under them.
Good.
Which means
good.
you're just separated from us by 16 monsters.
Fire well.
One moment, sorry for the delay.
Don't worry, I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt. I'm going to get doubles every fucking time, and it's going to chain to all of them.
Also, don't you know those aren't vats of wine? That's vats of molasses. We just happened to step at it. That's all.
No, it's not vats of wine or molasses. It's vats of nitroglycerin that just needs a spark of something to just explode. Take out all of them at once.
All right, I'm going to walk
And
out,
us.
and you guys can do that when I'm outside.
Yes, in the hordes of twiggies.
Yeah, I half
Safer with them.
expected if we did just take some barrels to go and we're like, okay, so here's what you start with your seed for the next winery. It's going to take you a long time, but...
Yes, here's some wine. Make
Why-
plants grow.
Why, Fred Bro? Why?
The DM ran away.
If she's not back in 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to win, right?
We
Yes,
just take our
Strahd
turns.
just randomly
yeah.
fell over.
Fixed it.
We go back to 3-5 rules, which means that if you roll 3 20s in a row, you auto-kill something.
All right. So the first in the order is going to be the druid. She looks down at the party. I need Nanaha, Verity, Irina, Axel, and Pounce to all make dexterity saves, please.
I am on it, but I've got to be honest, I don't have great balance issues. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Do you mean pocket or,
Yeah,
or pounce?
'Cause you
Sorry,
call-
pocket. Okay.
Failing all the rolls today.
Nimble.
Okay. All right. All of you are now coated in a layer of like phosphorescent green moss, and you're giving this like kind of soft glow that's making you very visible.
Oh, fuck. Fairy fire.
I didn't mean to hide anyway.
All right. She will then say a few words, and you see as like these vines begin to grow around her quarterstaff. Like, and it just kind of becomes this nasty looking cudgel.
Shillelagh! She cast Shillelagh!
Good job, Pounce.
Pocket, you're up.
Oh, god damn it! She's at the top of the stairs. These things, are these things actually looking like they're getting ready to hit us?
Yep.
On the first one? Okay, stab. The one that's adjacent to me, in front of Axel.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. You swing forward with your rapier. However, it's a stick, and it's kind of hard to stab a stick. You're expecting something a little meatier, and you just go right through some holes in the wood, and your blade does nothing.
Oh, jeez. Disengage. Oh shit, no. God, there is nowhere to go. Well, fuck it. We're staying here.
All right. Bird. Nope. At this point, you see the various birds cawing and screaming in the rafters, and they begin descending upon these twig creatures, and you just watch as several dozen birds just peck these things apart, like bits of wood flying everywhere.
Oh,
Will it blend?
I thought they were forming like some sort of weird, gross druid Voltron, but yay, they're on our side!
Verity.
Okay, so Verity looks at like the phosphorescent moss that the entire bottom row was covered in at this point. Yes, everyone failed.
Yep.
We all got barfed on.
Not me. I'm fine.
Oh, you went up
Same.
the stairs. And so she goes, it appears we have been marked for the creatures to be targeted, and for the first time ever, she's going to cast like mage armor on herself. And now, Lennon, how does that work? Because her armor's 13 right now. How does it work?
So, what's your armor's currently 13 from what?
10 plus 2 dexterity plus 1 from the cloak of protection.
Okay, so your AC calculation instead of being 10 plus 2, your AC calculation becomes 13 plus 2. So it'd be 15 and then plus 1 from the cloak. So your AC would become 16.
Woo! I am tanky as fuck. Watch out. Right, thank you. I just wasn't sure how to use it, and that was an action. So, boy, we are gonna just. There really isn't anything else she can do, is there? We are just gonna hope that we don't die before next turn. All right.
Axel, you are up.
Yes, I am. Okay. Well, so Axel currently got his glaive equipped currently. How tall is the balcony here, incidentally?
How tall is the balcony?
Yeah, how far above me? Like, I've got a 10-foot stick. Can I reach the druid?
The balcony itself is exactly 10 feet up.
So no. Excellent.
No.
Get her in the foot.
Right, yeah, just pretend my glaive is the golden gun for Goldeneye. Okay. So given that, I will attack the one that is in front of me.
Okay. Alright, you swing your glaive and you just, like, cut this thing mercilessly down. It barely gives any sort of resistance to the sharp end of your glaive.
just wanted to spray the twigs everywhere. All right.
Sure.
And then I will bonus action hit the one in front of Irina.
Okay. I will tell you right now, Axel.
Yeah.
If you hit, you will kill one of these.
Oh, I believe it. I just wanted to spray the twigs everywhere.
Sure. You turn around and you just backhand another one with the blunt end of your weapon. And this just thing scatters into pieces, flying everywhere.
Double kill.
Cool. So that's my action. That's my bonus action. And then... So moving up the stairs, would these ones have opportunity attacks, or are they, like, under the stairs?
They would not have opportunity attacks because they're small enough that they couldn't really reach you up on the stairs.
Okay. So then I will use my movement to... so 5, 10, 15, 20... Is this tile equivalent to this tile?
Yes.
Okay. So I will move to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
That's fine.
Alright. It is now the Twig Blights go. They are going to surround the bottom row here. Alright. Okay, that's a miss. Nanaha, what's your AC?
17.
Okay. Despite the advantage from the glowing targeting beacon, these twigs are just fumbling around and you are nimbly dodging their attacks. Verity. However, the one in front of you does manage to connect despite the added protection of the mage armor.
No, it did nothing!
It probably didn't do nothing.
It only hit because it had advantage. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god, that's 10% of her health!
I really got poked with a stick.
Okay. The one in front of Irina, you see it manage to just get a clear connection with her and just rips out a chunk of her side, blood and gore splashing. She takes 8 points of piercing damage. And Pocket. Okay, that's a miss. That's a miss. That's a hit. You take 5 points of piercing damage as one of the twigs manages to slash right at your leg. The other
It
one-
is mostly leg, so...
I'm going to opportunity attack that one that moved right to Raz as from my polearm master feat. It moved into my area of threat.
Sure. All right, yeah, the one that moves, like, you just swing your glaive right down off the banister of the stairs and just chop, like cleaving the thing right in half without any sort of real care in the world about it. Just slash, and it is scattered in rotten twig debris. The remaining twigs on the ground floor are going to attempt to attack Saya, who happens to be underneath the balcony.
I highly doubt it'll be attempts. I only have 12 AC.
Well, they don't get advantage, and their attack roll is pretty shitty, so... Okay, I stand corrected. One of them crits, and the other one hits.
Yeah.
These are a little... Actually, they are tiny, so they can kind of swarm each other, so... That's 3 hits. The first one, that's 4 points of piercing damage. The crit, ooh, I'm sorry, that's 9 points.
Okay, so it's...
And the third is 4 points.
I mean, it hurts, but I have a lot of HP.
I see rebuke. I see rebuke.
I haven't had a turn, so I don't have a reaction yet.
Oh, they might not be around next turn.
Okay, the ones attempting to hit Axel flail around ineffectually. Apparently, wooden claws do not get through thick metal armor very well.
My AC is 18 right now, not.
I know. Even with advantage, the highest roll was a 15.
Excellent.
Okay.
Did the druid leave?
No, she's just buried.
Because they're tiny, they can stand in their allies' squares.
Yep.
She's just in a pile, but it's her twig monsters instead of like cats.
Yep. Roz, your go.
Now, with these things being tiny and me being kind of on the stairs above them, if I were to like hurdle the railing and land on them, do I think I could crush any of them at all?
Would allow it, yeah.
Well then, seeing a bunch of them swarm over my warlock companion, Roz would like to try and swing out and land, crushing that one.
Okay.
If he could.
Roll me either acrobatics or athletics. Yeah, you swing over the edge of the balcony and you just knees down, go and just crush it right under your knee. The like rotten wood making up its body just kind of squishes with like a spongy sensation under the force of your body weight.
Would I be able to attack the one that is adjacent to Saya as well, or no?
Of course. Oh no. Oh, never mind. Huh. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you just completely swing your rapier, and like the soft wood barely gives any resistance. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh yeah, you obliterate the heck out of this thing. All right, there was another one underneath, but you did take out 2 of them.
That's fine.
Much appreciated.
Nanaha.
You know, for once I'm actually going to use this quarterstaff. It's not just a fancy fishing pole. And thwack the 2 nearest to me.
Okay, roll it. Alright, you hit. You hit. Technically, your second attack has to be your punches.
Oh, I can roll again for the second attack, sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's the same modifier, so I don't care.
Okay.
You just swing your quarterstaff, gulf swinging this thing as like plant matter scatters across the back wall of the fermentation floor. It's kind of like if you roll over, if you take your lawnmower over a particularly like pile of dead leaves and stuff, where stuff just kind of gets scattered. That's what happened, except with a blunt stick. And you whip around using the momentum, and you kind of like give a low sweeping kick, and it just scatters the stick to the wind like nothing, like no resistance whatsoever.
Punted it like a baby in Dead Space.
All right. Irina takes her rapier and she kind of lines up the one in front of her that gouged her so badly, and she swings down and with her sword basically just cuts it in two. Breathing heavily, she spits at the remains of the plant thing. And she is going to use her bonus action to disengage. And we'll move down here. And that will end her turn. And at the bottom of the barrel is Saya.
Because we're in a winery.
I'm going to pull Mogget from my shoulder and hold them down at the twig. Eat.
Alright, let me roll for Mogget.
I've got the rolls.
Oh yeah,
it's
you
all
can roll.
the-
Go ahead. Yeah, Mogget attacks. That's a bonus action, right?
No, that's an action for me.
Okay.
There's a Pact of the Chain upgrade invocation later that makes it a bonus action.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead. Mogget connects and roll your damage. Okay, yeah. Mogget picks this stick up in their mouth and just shakes it vigorously. You see bits of plant going everywhere, barely missing Roz as it kind of paints the outside of the wine vat. You see this skeletal, kind of leathery-looking red dragon just going to town on this stick thing, shaking it like, a dog or a cat does with prey.
Roz kind of smiles slightly and, nods a little bit in agreement at the, pseudo dragon destroying things.
He's fierce. I still have move.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Because I would like to be able to see the druid soon. Let me see. So she's up there, so I would want... Ew. Would I be able to see her from there?
Yes.
Okay, I will go there.
It would be a bit of a neck crane, and she would have She would have partial cover, but you can see her
there.
now. You can see her better.
Yeah, I can go there. 18 HP. I'll make it. All right, that would be my turn.
All right. It is now the druid's go. See what she has here. All right, Axel, you will get an attack of opportunity if you'd like to take it.
I already used mine.
Oh, you did. So you did. She will jump off of the balcony, landing like in between Pocket, Baya, Irina, and Roz. And she will whisper a few words before wrapping her staff on the ground. I need all of you to make me... Let me check the save, sorry. A Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
In theory,
I
I'm
am
good
not
at
good
them.
at those.
Nanaha, you're fine.
Woo!
Alright. Verity is fine, and Axel is fine. And so is Irina.
I better be fine.
Oh yeah, Roz is fine. Totally. Pocket and Saya both fail their con save.
I have so much con. If I could just roll dice.
Okay. So, Roz, Verity, Axel, and Irina take 6 points of thunder damage. Pocket and Saya, you take 13 points of thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away from the druid.
I can't go anywhere.
I would like to use my reaction to Icy Rebuke her when I'm able.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, so this just massive clap of thunder just erupts. You see like wood from the outside of the barrels scattering, and like you see just wood fragments chipping everywhere. Bits of wine are leaking out of the cracks at this point.
Oh God, the wine!
What did that do to all of the little twig things?
Oh, it obliterated them.
Oh, okay.
At least the ones on the first floor.
I think
Okay.
you were outside of it, Lumi.
Yeah. Lumi was outside of it. Verity was just in it. Alright, go ahead. Alright, that is a Dex 14 saving throw. The 14 exactly. So that's 5 points of ice damage.
7.
Oh! Sorry. I just saw the 11. You are right. 7 points. Thank you.
I think it's weird how it does the upcast.
Yeah, it does.
I wish it weren't 2 different windows for when I'm doing that math too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Irina's looking a little rough at this point. Even taking it, like, you see she's bleeding quite a bit and, like, blood oozing out of her eardrums. That definitely, shook her up after the previous attack. You reach out to your patron for aid, your anger and rage at this druid's attack filling you up, and this blast of icy energy just washes over her, and she yelps in surprise as, like, the ice begins to form around her ankles. Pocket, you are up.
You said we were moved 10 feet, right? Which direction?
Any direction 10 feet away from her.
Oh, okay. So I just like left or right, it doesn't matter.
For Pocket, it was a straight shot, so I'm gonna say you would have just got blammed back into the wall.
Gotcha.
Saya had some wiggle room in direction since it was at an angle, so I'm basically letting her take the vector of her choice.
So I ended up like going a direction where I wasn't going to run into Verity and Lumi.
That's fine with
Verity
me.
and Nanaha.
Yeah. Pocket, your go.
All right. Is this space forward actually? Like, can I stand there?
You can. Your feet are getting wet from wine. Point.
Irina's a little dexterous. Irina, let's see if she can dance between the two rogues, and I'm gonna stab her with the rapier.
Okay, roll it. Oh yeah, you do a stab. You do a good stab.
And rapier, and sneak attack, and then I will Wails of the Grave, the only one that's the last one that's on the first floor.
All right.
Still gonna say me, yeah.
You do quite a chunk of damage to this woman. The animal hides draped over her body, not really giving her much protection from your precision strike to one of her vital areas. She yelps out in pain, and that psychic sort of reverberation basically shakes the remaining twig blight apart. Anything else you would like to do?
No, I'll keep her trapped between the two of us.
Okay.
Go, animal friends, go!
Pocket makes the best friends.
Okay.
Always.
And the remaining twigs, the ravens just descend down upon and viciously just shred them into pieces. The cawing and flapping of wings. If these animals were not on your side, that might give you nightmares.
I'm gonna wave.
It looks
Verity.
like this was a murder of crows.
Ah, he said the thing.
Leave.
Wait, can we give them how we learned how to say hello last week?
Sure,
Stone.
go ahead. Also, I will let Mezagus feel free to take inspiration for such a good pun.
Fluffy, you cannot reward them, otherwise they keep doing it in chat and they never
You
shut up.
don't-
You're fully
do that.
welcome to reward them. This is my channel, my rules.
Ugh, you fool. All right. Well, Verity's gonna, kind of. I guess she could squeeze. It's not like really a squeeze, is it? She doesn't have to do
No.
she doesn't have to suck it in. Okay, well, she's gonna slide over here to our Rita and just kind of put a hand on her back and be all, what would she say? I don't even know. She would just, don't worry. Don't worry. I have you. And just sort of fucking, where is it? There it is. Just let it rip. Second level.
Not going to twin it so you can touch yourself while you touch her too?
Nah, I'm only missing 9. I'm okay.
All right, wow, that was a good one. She gives you a very appreciative smile as, like, her body knits itself together. Thank you, I owe you one.
I'm so happy that nobody gives a fuck that it's dark, creepy, gross healing, but this is good.
I think at this point we're just assuming it's the Barovia effect.
Yeah,
I mean, look what happened to my familiar.
yeah.
No, Pocket thinks that's just Verity.
Verity blending in perfectly. Excellent. No, and that'll be the turn since she doesn't really have a bonus action that's available right now.
Irina doesn't really seem to notice because, yeah, it seems like that's just magic here. Axel.
Axel is going to swing his blade straight down on this druid's head.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you hit. You hit real good. At this point, the moss that's kind of attached to most of the party begins to just kind of slough off as it turns like a dusty gray and falls to the floor and just kind of scatters.
And then the druid is still there. I will just whap her upside the head with the side of the blade.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that's also a hit. Okay, for another.
And does more damage.
It's counterweighted. He can swing harder or something. I don't know. All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Roz.
Roz will move in as his wounds slowly begin healing themselves. Bonus action, second wind.
Nice.
And then he will lay into the druid. He's not raging, so none of the shadow effects will happen.
All right, sounds good.
Or not.
All right, you go to swing, but you manage to catch your rapier in the cloak of animal furs that she's draped in. And while you pierce through that, you don't seem to have connected with her body.
Okay.
No.
Do, getting in range. Do, gonna take aim. Pew pew pew.
Go ahead.
It's canon. That song is canon.
All right, that's a hit. That is not a hit. And 6 points of radiant damage. As you just launched this searing bolt of light energy. And she yelps in pain as her skin just blisters and bubbles from the intense, basically UV damage being done.
Go outside, nerd.
Oh, Raz, real quick. Point of order. We're standing on top of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Raz is underneath. Oh, well,
Raz is
Yeah,
under.
Rod
but
is underneath. He's under the stairs.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
Yeah. Okay. Irina is going to attack. She pulls out her rapier. Gives the druid just this, like, dirty look. And... You are not going to hurt anyone ever again. She thrusts the blade. And she deals 6 points of piercing damage plus another 9 points, so a total of 15 points of piercing damage. As Pocket, you see the end of her rapier going right through the druid's chest, and the blade, like, sticks out the other side. You almost could touch it just with the ferocity of this jab. And you see the light leaving the druid's eyes. She gasps, and in her dying breath, "The land will be avenged," and she collapses, dead in a pool of blood.
Verity enjoyed that, but she's not quite sure why.
Guess she's not as fast as we are. And I'll tap her rapier with my own.
She kind of laughs.
That's gross. Ew.
Raz wanting to feel involved and also using a rapier puts the third in
The Three
in the
Musketeers.
Three Musketeer look.
Desecrating a corpse.
Raz is probably like Pocket's second favorite.
Uh,
I have
Irina
no
kinda
idea
has-
why. But okay.
Irina kind of has this, like, cautious, like, you could tell it's a gallows humor situation she's trying to think about with this situation. She kind of, like, gives an awkward laugh. That happened.
So Verity sees them doing like the fucking like hands together in a circle thing, except with the lady's body. She, Nanaha, darling, have you any more of those marvelous healing kits with you? I think some of us could stand a little more patching up.
Saya has sat down. Give me an hour, please.
the druid mentioned that there was another possibly here. I don't know if we can sit around.
How many doors are there? We could monitor the doors and take a few.
So you see there are 4 doors on this level here. 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 And here. Then the door you came from. Then there's the upstairs. And from what Axel could see up there, there's another set of 2 doors. So there's a lot of doors.
Ooh,
You know, maybe not in this room.
Let's search the body for stuff, because that's how I got my badass cloak last time.
Go for it.
Pocket's not touching that.
Kind of dirty.
I mean, Verity is for clues, obviously. Clues, and not at all loot.
Alright, 1 second.
Do you think they'll ever realize I have 5 HP? That I took 30 HP in a round?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, everything went dark. What'd I do?
I just switched back
Magic.
to the full map.
Okay.
You search through and you see she has a wooden quarterstaff, many sets of now bloodied animal furs. There's a few pouches of herbs that she has tied onto a kind of like a belt made out of hide. And the tooth necklace and the antler headband.
That's it, huh? Damn druids
Yep.
in their poverty. We'll take the herbs just in case. They might be useful.
All
And
right.
we'll give them to Saya?
Sure. I probably use herbs out of the most of us since I need them for casting Find Familiar.
All right, you have a pouch of herbs. We will assume rosemary.
No, it's oregano, officer, I swear.
Okay, so either I can patch you guys up, or we can try to find a room that's far more defensible and rest. Thoughts?
Well, if we guess wrong and find ourselves in more danger, we're going to wish you had taken a couple minutes to put that medicine kit to good use, no?
I have 7 uses left. Who needs healing?
Saya is basically just blood right now.
Alright, Saya first! Woo!
Yeah, Verity is about 30% blood, 33% blood.
I took 30 points of damage.
Well,
In
whose
there.
fault is that? Look out next time.
Do better.
Yes, fix that 12 AC.
I know for a fact you had 1 spell slot when we went in. Why didn't you mage armor?
I don't have mage armor.
All right.
You should have
Saya, you
thought
get
of
11
that
hit
before
points.
you became a warlock.
Saya, how bad are you? I just gave you 11 hit
Alright,
points. Did that
so-
put a dent in it?
That puts me at 16 out of 35.
Alright, another round.
You can only use it once per person.
Yeah.
Well, dang. Sorry,
it's
dear.
okay. It's okay. I really just need level 5 in that next invocation.
Who's
Did
next?
the tree things outside react to this druid dying?
No. The scratching has kind of all but stopped at this point.
Nanaha, come over here. Come over here and patch up Verity. I'm not exactly where the trees got her, but they got her. Oh, okay, well, that's almost full. That's almost full. That's fine.
Irina's still a little wounded, but she's fine. She'll be like, I'll be fine. Don't worry.
No, nonsense.
Below half.
I'm inside a vat, so I can't see. Where the hell's Nanaha? Or where the hell's Saya?
She's on the other side of the vat.
All right,
Yeah.
well, bring her over here. Bring her over here.
Axel gives Saya 8 points of lay on hands as well. That's what he went over there.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
So you got eight more points of health back.
Hooray, 24.
All right. Well, we got. I guess we'll burn one more second level slot. No,
Yeah,
we'll cast it at first level. It's fine, and then we'll spend a sorcery point to duplicado it, and just make sure that Nanaha or not. I keep calling her. No, I'm sorry. Make sure that Irina and Saya are feeling all relatively healthy.
Okay, well, she's topped off because on a scale of 1 to 27, she was at 23.
Oh, dope. Well, here, how many are you missing, Saya?
11.
All right, come on, big rolls. Dicks. Well, enjoy 6.
Better than 0.
This is very true.
Pocket, you're not looking so great either.
I was more terrified of other things coming, but yeah, no, 13 out of 31.
I can take care of you.
Running over to Saya.
Me?
Saya. Loot. Yeah.
Nanaha.
Yeah, that.
Spritz.
I don't heal people.
I mean, you heal them of being alive.
Fair.
Thank you, Nanaha.
Apparently, Pocket is second favorite for me.
She is very good with bandages.
On the whole healing front, I do want to walk away for a second, and that black patch of fur, just check that out for a minute since I didn't check it out the other day. And does it itch or anything? Like, is the skin beneath it dry?
No?
All right. Not mention anything to anyone, and just keep going.
Okay. So, in this room, there are various sets of wine vats, and there are doors. Or there are several doors at this point, and the second floor. Does anyone have any sort of task they wish to do? At this point, I will say that wine is still leaking out of this barrel here.
Ooh, 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 ooh! Verity has mending. Can she like mend the cracks?
Yes, you could.
Yes, then she will do that because one, it's a waste of wine, and two, it's a health hazard. Someone might slip and fall.
Yes.
So, what is going to be our plans here? We originally came so that we could acquire wine so that we could get into Kresk for Arena. It also seems like we're working for Orwin's family and cleansing everything here of the invaders. Is this true?
Seems to be that way.
From what it sounds like, the best course of action, I guess, would be... Sure, we could take some of the wine with us, but if we help out the Martikovs, if it's not that much of an inconvenience for you all, I think it would do the valley quite a lot of good, because then shipments can be sent to the other villages.
As a note, fully helping the Mardikovs means we're going to have to go and deal with the full Druid Circle.
That
Yes.
was what I was about to say, is that even if we kill everything in the house here, they came from that hill further south from what we were told. So our plan is to kill everyone here and then go there and kill everyone there?
Well, they did say that their champion would arrive in 3 days. So
we kill them before 3 days was up.
yeah, otherwise I don't know what their champion is, but I don't know, it doesn't sound good.
Now, logically, we don't have very many allies, so keeping the ones we do have and the people we have agreed to assist, I'm for dealing with this problem in its entirety.
I'm perfectly fine with that as well. I just wanted to understand exactly where the lines were drawn so that I did not assume things that other people might get upset about.
Understandable.
Perfectly understandable, Roz. The
I appreciate you actually doing that. That is, that means a lot to me. Thank you.
I'm trying to get along more with a group of not like-minded individuals, so I thought I'd just make sure I knew exactly where things stood.
That is a good idea.
Also, losing your home really sucks.
Indeed. She's pulling like twigs and stuff out of her hair.
Well, Pocket's going to do a little scouting. Run left and check this door.
Okay. Pocket, you run over to go scope out that door, and when you go up, you see that there is a set of stairs, kind of like in a stone turret, leading up to the upper floor.
Up to the upper floor, and like the main stairs in the center would also go to that same place, or...
So, if you saw on the previous map, there was kind of a U shape around
Right.
the balcony. It would bring you up to the left side of that situation.
Got it. And there's no other little twiggy things in here? Or that I
Not
can
that
hear?
you can say no.
Then I'll check this other door here and wait for everybody else.
Okay. Pocket, you run up to the other side of the room, your paws kind of splattering against the, puddle of wine. You poke your head through the door and you see that there are bare hooks lining the walls of what seems to be some sort of storage room. Shelves to the south hold several pairs of wooden sandals with oversized soles, and both doors to this room are wide open at this point. You see the one to the west is fitted with iron brackets and leads outside into the rain. And lying on the floor next to this door is a wooden beam.
look up, does it look like this beam fell?
No, but it looks like it is used to basically lock the door. You see some on the door that's kind of partially ajar leading outside. You see some like iron supports where the wooden bar can be put into.
Okay. Well, that door goes outside, and we don't like what's outside right now, so I'm going to close the door and put the lock thing on it.
Okay, you can certainly do that.
Left side's clear, guys.
Nanaha, I'll check out the right side.
Okay.
What's behind this door?
You open up this door, and you see a wagon sitting there. Parked in this loading dock is, an unhitched wagon. There are several large barrels sitting in the back of the wagon area, and you can see, just kind of peeking your head in, you can see up above that there is a hole in the area, or in the ceiling, and there is a crane that seems to be lowering itself down. Or, well, like the winch for a crane.
Okay, that just looks like the loading area next door.
Mm-hmm. Roll perception, Nanaha. Alright, you continue onward. You see another set of spiral staircases leading up to the second floor.
Checking this door.
Okay. You open up the door, and there is kind of a scent of like wood and kind of like shellac. And you see several rows of barrels sitting in the room.
So it looks like barrels, places to load barrels, and ways to get barrels from upstairs. Not much over here.
Should we check the basement or should we check the upstairs first? I'm pretty sure there's still someone in the house.
Are we sure that this floor is all cleaned out?
Is there forward from here?
There are still a couple more doors. There's a door here and a door here.
Nothing showed up on my screen.
Same.
Okay, let me do this again. Here and here.
Didn't Nanaha just check this door?
Oh yeah,
I
in
did.
there was a door to the right side of the room in that room.
I'm gonna quick check that because I can. Same loading thing, nothing new.
So in here you see just scattered, there's a lot of like planks of wood. You see some forge equipment, a bunch of iron rings. There is various tools meant for bending wood. Seems to be that this is the barrel maker workshop.
The stairs to my left, do they go up or down?
They go up.
There's stairs up in that room ahead.
I guess Axel will check this door as well while we're here.
Okay, sure. Opening up this room, you see there is a bit of a flagstone veranda. you feel kind of the cold air blowing as you are currently on a exposed outside veranda. There's stone pillars open, kind of covering or holding up the support for the second floor. You see masses of twiggy things shuffling about in the distance. They don't seem to have noticed you, and they seem to be just kind of like shuffling around as if they were on patrol.
Fair enough. Axel will step back inside and just close the doors, and we're not going that way yet. That's outside. Yeah, something is still controlling the twigs, but at least they're not trying to tear the house down.
Yet.
Yet.
That is the goal.
Well,
So,
since he's
up or
coated
down?
since he's coated in it, I'm gonna taste the wine. Is it the same wine that Erwin gave us back at the inn or tavern?
It is?
Look up to the ravens. You're gonna owe us some wine when we're done here.
I thought they already gave us wine. It's on you.
Quite literally.
It's on the cat.
Pocket, could you do me a favor? Could you roll me a
Maybe.
Constitution save, please?
Oh shit!
Drunk kitty.
Or not.
Oh, not drunk Teddy.
You kind of lap up some of the wine, and there's like this strange metallic aftertaste that you don't remember there being. And you feel just kind of this rush of weakness almost wash over you. And you kind of cough and sputter, and there's actually some blood that comes up. Whatever it is, your body seems to have forced it, basically it wasn't enough to get into your system, but it seems like the wine here, something's wrong with it.
I was fine with that until there was blood involved, so we're gonna spit out as much as I can. I'm not sure that this wine is ready.
Is it poison?
Wine should not make you bleed. No matter how bad it is.
I'll drink from my water skin.
Okay. That would be very bad if they were to poison these vats of wine. That is a lot that will have to be wasted.
Does anyone have the ability to either check for poisons or cleanse the poison? If it's there?
DM, what would that be?
I can. Detect poison and disease is a spell. You could maybe do a medicine.
Yeah, you would have to do either a medicine or an alchemy check by tasting a little bit of it, or if there's a spell like detect poison.
So at the suggestion that it might be poison, I will cast detect poison and disease.
Okay. This vat, or all three of the vats are, the two vats over by where you guys are standing and the vat in front of Nanaha and Saya are all poisoned.
Yep, killing all the settlements. Nailed it.
Okay. Do we know what type of poison?
Does it say?
The spell.
Considering I
type-
tasted it,
Okay, it is a magical poison. It is it is the equivalent of a potion of poison.
Okay. Yeah. So Axel points out the 3 vats that they've poisoned. Are any of the barrels that are stacked up hanging off of the poison?
No, any of the filled barrels are fine. It is literally the vats that are in fermentation right now.
Okay. Yeah.
look up to the ravens and make sure that they're hearing all of this. Like your wine is poisoned.
Axel, if you can detect it, do we know if you have a spell to cure it, even on another day?
I couldn't. That is beyond me, unfortunately.
I will say, Axel, based on the way that the spell is and that it identifies the poison.
Well, actually, on a different day I could. I could cast Purify Food and Drink.
That would work.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that currently prepared, but I could come back and do that.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, Axel, to the group, does anyone have a piece of chalk I can borrow for a second?
Ooh, yes, actually. I think. Hang on.
I have some ink if no one has chalk.
Oh, I thought I had chalk. No, I don't. Oh well.
I also have some ink.
I also have ink, but give me a second to check what my pack has.
I have a tinderbox, and that has flint in it that you can kind of use.
Is there something? Do you just want to put a marking on them, or was there something specific?
I was just gonna mark the vats to make sure nobody tried to like if the Mardukovs come back, I just want to make sure that
I'll just scratch each one with just rake my claws down each of the barrels.
I guess that works. I was going to just put a handprint on them with my ink, but I'm just going to do that just in case they don't see the scratch marks. And she's going to take a bottle of ink out of her pack and kind of pour some on her palm and press like a black handprint against each of the 3 barrels. And then after the 3rd one, she will wash her hand off with some water from her water skin and a rag.
Make sure we tell someone handprint equal poison.
Well, since they're not going to enter here without us telling him it's clear anyway, we should be able to pass that on.
Very true.
But in case
Alright.
something happens to us, at least the black hand will be a little weird.
Is there anything else that we should do? Do we want to go upstairs or downstairs?
The lady did say that there was one other here who was controlling all of the little stick monster things.
Yes.
you don't
So
know.
if
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was about to say, so if they're controlling what's going on outside, don't they need to be able to see outside?
I do not know. It depends on, I guess, what nature they are controlling them.
It's as good as reason as any for us to go up before we go down.
Also, if I'm going to quote Pocket, there could be monsters in the basement.
Well,
Pretty sure there
No, no,
were
it gets
monsters
me.
in the basement. I mean, there were monsters here.
I mean, also, Pocket, not every place has monsters in the basement. There wasn't any in our house growing up. And there were several people in the village of Barovia that did not have monsters in their basements either.
Well, I guess strictly for the houses, the buildings that we visited, it just seems likely.
So maybe that says more about you than it does the basements.
She does have a point.
I bring the
Laughs.
monsters.
He brings the monsters to the yard.
And Strahd's like, they're better than yours.
Damn right, they're better than yours.
he could teach you, but
He'd have to
He'd
convert
have
you
to,
into a
he'd have
vampire
to charm.
Oh, that worked. I love it. Alright, so upstairs.
It sounds like upstairs.
Alright.
Just protection from poison lasts for 10 minutes, so if we come close to like a poison monster or something, I guess we'll know about it.
Yeah, it is detection of poison. So you're not protected, but you're detected.
Yes. Protection is next level.
Yes. Alright, so you're gonna head up the main stairs?
weren't we going through the door Nanaha found, or?
Yeah, there were stairs near where I am.
Yeah, I mean, so there's the stairs in the center that go up to the balcony. There was a set of stairs Pocket found to the left side of the building, and then there were stairs that... Actually, no, sorry. That was my mistake. There's a ramp that spirals up on the right side of the building that Nanaha saw. And then, there's the small spiral staircase in the barrel room.
Expecting to see monsters. I'm just take it slow, but go up the spiral staircase on the left.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Pocket. I will move you up. Is anyone going to follow him?
Raz would follow.
Me.
Yep, Axel's going.
Yeah, we're not gonna leave him.
Okay.
Protect the kitty.
Okay, can I see what I thought this one? No, god damn it!
What?
Oh, I thought that this was gonna go like to the balcony just a different way, but I don't remember what the other map looked like. But can I see those two things through that cracked door?
Oh yeah, you do see a door cracked open right now.
I'm gonna walk up the stairs quietly, see those, turn around and start walking down the stairs just as quietly.
You know you're gonna run right into me, right?
I'm just pointing behind me.
And Raz would keep walking.
Nanaha will go over and peek through there quietly. So stealthily, I guess.
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
Nope.
Derp, derp, derp.
Can you move me up there as well? Axel was going up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all following.
Okay.
I don't know where the upper level is.
Maybe I slip and accidentally hit the door, and that's why I made such a error.
See, I was trying to be like, okay, well, they're going to expect us to go up the main staircase because that's where the other chick was up there. So why wouldn't they keep all their friends up there? Let's take a totally different route.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Pocket. So Nanaha, you go forward and you're like beginning to sneak your way past. However, with Pocket just being so anxious right now, his tail is twitching back and forth, and you didn't happen to see when you took a step and you accidentally put your entire body weight on his tail, causing him to yelp out in pain.
Oh.
You hear some things in from this room that Nanaha was trying to sneak to. Era que tal? Morega, sai, korata. And you see this humanoid shape kind of coming towards the door. You see, as it's opened, there are 3 creatures here. One appears human, but is so caked with dirt and mud it's hard to know for sure. Their hair is full of twigs, and there's a veil of moss covering their face. At this moment, they are currently rooting through the contents of a cabinet and haphazardly tossing them to the floor. There are 2 humanoid shapes that are completely composed out of vines. And the first one sees Nanaha trying
And
to
I would
sneak
like to
through the
stab
door.
it in its. I would like to stab it over her shoulder in its face.
Okay, you will have disadvantage because you're trying to stab over her. And it's technically not within your reach. But I will let you do
I
it.
mean, technically, I can move into her square, stab it, and move back. And since it hasn't acted, it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity either. But I get it. I stab it. That's what it boils down to. I stab the door.
Yep, you stab the door. Alright. Well, we're gonna need initiatives again.
I'm never going to roll over a 10 for initiative.
Speed!
I didn't get to select my character. Sorry about that.
It okay. You got a 15. 15.
Axel's apparently decided to just go find all the wine in the basement.
Let's see. Some of this can't be poisoned.
He's like, you know what? Wait a minute. Saya always gets herself, like, separated. Maybe I should keep an eye on her. Ugh.
Alright. Days. So Pocket's on there, Verity's on there, Roz is on there, Nanaha's on there. think that's everyone except Irina, who would have been at the back of the group. And she...
Oi! Did she just shove me out the way?
I'm just making... She would have wanted to be at the back. Alright. Roz, you are up.
Nanaha should be up one in the order, it looks like. 15 is more than 12.
Oh yeah, she rolled 15. Okay. Roz.
Roz will do what I just described and kind of step through Nanaha, slashing at the beast before stepping to the side.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not at disadvantage, am I? Or I still
No. No. The first one would have hit, so.
Okay.
Okay. You pierce through this like rotten mass of plant vines and goo, and you hear it kind of like rattle out this like almost pain groan.
Oh, these are slightly stronger than the other ones.
Verdi.
Oh, is it me? I was cleaning my glasses and I literally can't see the screen.
Yes.
You did say you were
Hang
speeding.
on, hang on, I'm coming. We got to see. Oh, shut up, Windows. We got 5, 10. I could see it here, right?
Yes.
All right. Boy, we are running low on spell slots. Let's just. Oh! They're plants, right? They're plants, right?
That they are.
Ooh. Where the fuck is it? Fucking go gadget poison spray. Is it like weed? Does that work like weed killer, or?
You would. Okay, so you can see it, but that's a 10-foot range.
Is it?
Be spraying
Yes.
allies.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't do that then.
Yeah, you
Where's
basically would be spraying Pocket's head with poison.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but I mean, not. She's not.
Par for the course.
I don't remember my own spell list. Okay, there we go. Go gadget like evil donger. Yeah, there
Hold
we
the
go.
dead.
Yeah.
Going attack.
You see this like dark blackish bronze bell just ring above the plant, and it shakes as vines just kind of slough off of it from the effect of the shaking.
Yeah, get max damage. I'm good, thank you.
All right. It is now the druid's turn. They are going to peek their head out of the window or out behind the vine and see a Nanaha and an Axel. They are going to cast fog cloud in the hallway. So this thick, just
I got something for this.
thick fog begins to billow out from the room. Kind of has this smell of like swamp and musty kind of decay about it as it fills up the corridors.
Wait, I think Nevia just became super excited on stream, but I couldn't hear what she said.
I don't know.
Chat, what'd she say?
She said things and stuff.
There's palm drumming. I'm scared.
Okay, Nanaha, you are up.
Well, I know there was a thing in front of me, so I'm going to attack it with my quarterstaff and then a fist.
Okay, it has you have disadvantage.
Or I can push through it and try hitting it from inside.
Okay, if you want to move inside, you can certainly do that.
Hello.
Okay, the first misses. Your quarterstaff kind of gets tangled up in its vines, but the punch attack does hit. And you deal 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you punch the squirmy mass. It is very gross feeling. And there's this wet slap as you punch it right into the center of mass.
That's all I got.
Okay. The viney mass, not happy about being attacked in the face, is going to start just kind of looming overhead of you, Nanaha. And this mass of vines and tentacle-like vines begin to wrap around you. You are currently grappled.
There's not a roll for that?
Nope, it's an effect of the attack.
Okay.
And you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as it begins to basically start squeezing you like a boa constrictor.
No, Tsuchi, stop hugging me. I don't want hugs.
All right, I need Axel, Pocket, and Roz to make me a strength saving throw, please.
With these noodle arms?
Noodle.
Okay.
Pocket, the strongest of us all.
Nanaha, you see kind of out of the corner of your eyes, there's a second vine monster in the room, and they basically take their this massive vines, almost make a fist, and punch into the floor, and you see just the viney mass begin wriggling. The rest of you, Pocket, Axel, and Roz, these vines begin growing out from the floorboards, and they have all wrapped around you, and y'all all are restrained right now.
Restrained doing what to us?
You cannot move. Your movement speed is 0.
Got it.
And attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on attacks.
Which we also already have from the fog.
Yes. It also gives you disadvantage on dex saves.
It's okay. We're already at disadvantage for our rolls today.
Pocket, your go. Oh, shoot. Irina's go, technically, but she's at the back of the group and can't really do much.
I mean, I'll leave her. I'll have her turn. It's fine.
She'll squeeze by everybody. And is going to open this door here as her action.
Aww.
And okay. Now it's Pocket. Oh.
So, lift my legs a bit, see that I can't move. Whip out my bow since I only know that there's something ahead of me. And kind of just rest my bow on Axel's shoulder to make sure I'd line up that shot right.
Okay, roll to attack at disadvantage.
Of course.
Okay, please roll me one more attack without disadvantage. Okay. Roll damage, please. You hear this feminine yelp of pain, Pocket. You're not sure what you hit.
I know that she walked past me, and
Mm-hmm.
I assume that doesn't sound like Nanaha. And
No.
Roz, if Roz screams like that, we need to do like a concert or a play or something. Sorry,
What?
Irina.
What the absolute fuck was that? Ow!
I would like to use Verity's reaction to swat Pocket in the back of the head.
You can do so. Saya, your go.
I'm going to destroy the fog.
Okay.
So it's actually cast at 2nd level because this is a racial trait.
Sure.
So it destroys fog in a 35-foot cube. And she's just
Very
going
nice.
to growl, "You will not use water against me."
Okay. Very nice. You have cleared up the room now.
That is unfortunately all I've got.
Okay. Axel, you are currently restrained, and it is your turn.
Is there an action to get out of it, or am I just stuck?
You can use your action to attempt another strength save, or acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. I will try to athletics my way out.
Okay. Alright, Axel, you basically just give the biggest fuck you flex ever as you tense all of your muscles and you just hear the vines ripping and the area underneath you, the vines just kind of shred and you have freed yourself, but that is your action.
Alright, I will oh, that's that room. Okay. I will step up to the door and let me see. I don't think I've got any really good bonus actions there. So I will step up to the door, and this protection, or the detection, or the detect poison is not doing anything here. So I will change that to a shield of faith on myself.
Okay, so your AC is now 20.
Yes, and that is my turn.
Okay. Roz, top of the round.
Does Roz have any experience being restrained and knowing how his teleportation affects that?
Based on your background, I would say you probably have been tied up by some companions who have betrayed you in the past. So I would say that you are aware that you can teleport out of the way to escape bindings, yes.
Okay. Well, then he will kind of lean over Axel's shoulder and then teleport Shadow Step up to
Okay.
there.
And
Then
oh, go ahead.
turn and slash at the druid lady.
Okay. Okay, unfortunately you go to thrust, but the tip of your rapier ends up just kind of giving that bit of a bend, like when you're trying to thrust into a hard surface. She doesn't seem... Well, they don't seem to be armored, but there's something very firm and, like, almost, like, thick bark-like about their skin.
Almost as if they had cast the spell Barkskin.
Perhaps. You don't know. You don't know me.
I like figuring out the spells, because spellcasters are new to me.
All right. That's his turn.
Okay. Verity.
Alright, now she can see, right? The fog's gone,
The fog is gone.
and she's not getting tentacle vined.
Not at this distance, no.
Dope. Alright, let's make sure I can do this, because I tried to miss Pocket in the head with death last time. Make sure this is right. Alright, can I see both of these thingies?
You can.
Alright.
There's going to be a bit of a cover for the one in the back, since you're basically shooting over various many peoples. So that just gives them higher AC.
I see. Well, let's oh, this is actually quite tricky. Another Well, Axel's got them locked down. Okay, let's just ring the donger again this turn.
Okay.
Just playing it safe. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Sorry, against the front one.
Okay. This bell just kind of reverberates. However, the plant doesn't seem to be really paying attention to it, and it does no damage.
Wow, pretty good wisdom save. Okay.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, well, I guess that's my turn then.
Sorry. The dice happen.
Better than
Alright.
hitting your companions.
Alright. The druids go. Trying to think what would be the best course of action here. Alright, that's not a bad idea. I need Banana, Axel, Irina to make a dex saves.
Honey, is this a spell?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit her in the throat.
Okay.
Let's see.
You have that
Mage
feat?
Slayer. When a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, you can use your action to make a melee weapon attack against that creature. So, thwack. Did I hit it?
Under a bark
One
skin.
moment.
If she's got bark skin up, the answer is no.
Well, then.
No, unfortunately. You go to thwack her in the throat to try and stop them from casting, but you hear the, wood against wood just thwack.
Dang it.
Good go, though.
You do have advantage on your save still.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you want me to roll for? I'm sorry.
Dexterity save. Oh, Roz needs to as well. Roz, Nanaha, Axel, and Irina.
Oh my god.
Okay, Axel and Irina both take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the floor underneath you begins to shake and quake. Both of you are prone, so now Axel is prone and restrained. Oh wait, no, he broke out, never mind. So you're just prone, and Nanaha and Roz, you basically brace yourself for an earthquake, and you just kind of feel the shaking and vibration under you, but you're both fine. Okay, Nanaha.
Nanaha doesn't want to be hugged anymore, so what do I roll to break free?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Fucking druids, man.
Let me go!
Yeah, so kind of like trying to grab something while your hands are slippery, Nanaha just kind of extrudes out of the vine's grasp.
She's gonna attack the druid.
Ode.
There she is.
Yeah, both of those hit. Mm-hmm. Oh, holy shit!
No touchy!
Yeah, there's just this resounding crack as Nanaha just thwumps this druid right across the face. Bits of dirt and mud scattering at the floor, dribbling with bits of blood, and that's mixing with the dry dirt to make even more mud. And then Nanaha follows up with just a spinning punch, and oh yeah, this druid's not looking too happy. All right.
Actually, we have not gone into the.
It is Irina's go. And at this point, you see a swarm of black birds flying in from the rafters of the fermentation room.
Thank you for
And
the
you
bits
see
pounds.
the vine thing that's in the front just get ripped apart by this flock of birds. Irina's just kind of panting heavily. Well, that worked better than expected. And she is going to sidestep around Axel and take a step back over here. Pocket, your go.
Sorry, Irina! And then I'll try to break free since I saw Axel do it.
Yeah, go ahead. You try to wriggle your way out, and you kind of Pocket goes like noodly limp, like you see some cats do when they don't want to be picked up. But the vines just kind of hold on tighter at that point.
Stupid vines! And I assume that's my action, so I'll stay put. That's it.
Yep. Saya.
Oh, good, that's 60 feet. I'm going to frostbite the far back one.
Okay. It rolled a 19 on its save. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I just didn't want to risk blasting and it going off, and I liked the idea of bursting all of the vines with frostbite.
That is a very good idea. Axel, you are up and you are prone.
All right. Well, I will use half my movement to actually get up.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me. Where's that stupid? And then can I reach the druid from where I'm standing, or is the door too awkward?
You could, since you have reach.
Okay. In that case, I will attack the druid with my glaive.
Okay. So you go ahead and swing towards the druid. However, you're trying to get it angled up, and you think you've got a good swing lined, but unfortunately, the angle of the doorway was just enough that you end up like thwacking it against it, and almost like Nana, how you see the flat of the blade kind of coming in front of you, like, oh god, you might get smacked in the face.
All right.
But thankfully, it doesn't happen.
So I will like hold the flat of that like an inch from her nose, and then try to swap it across the druid.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, that hits.
I'm gonna smite the druid with my last spell slot.
Okay.
Wrong buttons.
Okay. There's your smite damage.
Yep.
Please
I should-
describe. Oh, go ahead.
I really need to make a macro for the smite. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. How would you like to do this?
So I imagine her just like turning to dust as like the radiance consumes her.
I'm okay
No,
with
the
this.
loot!
The remains of this druid kind of scatter into ash as all the mud and dirt, and at this point, flesh and blood begin drying out and just scatter to dust. You hear the thunking of items hitting the floor.
One more fiend to the wind.
All right, Angry Boy, your go.
Seeing that they're overwhelming this one vine thing, Raz will recklessly attack it, because why not?
Oh yeah, you hit. Okay. Yeah, you damage. You do damage. You damage.
All right. No bonus or move. He's content where he is in the corner.
Okay, Verity.
All right, let's scoot up a little bit. Where did everybody else go? I saw them step in here. Oh, they're over here. Oh, they're over there. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stay here then. Is there a thing under these birds?
No.
Okay, then we'll dong the back one then, I suppose.
Ore.
Where the hell is it? I was on the wrong page. There it is.
All right, you see this like bronzes black bell again manifest over this plant creature, and just with this wrong, you see plant matter just sloughing off as it vibrates apart, and there's this mass of rotten vegetation just kind of sloughs onto the floor. The thing doesn't seem to be getting up. And the flock of birds at this point will fly back out into the main chamber area. And the room is been cleansed.
Nanaha shouts, "Thank you!" as they're flying away.
Is Pocket free of his vines, or do we need to cut him free?
Pocket is freed of the vines at this point. As the last vine creature is destroyed, the like massive vines that were growing on the floor just kind of turn brittle and crack and fall apart.
All right.
Yay.
Verity takes a step back and like flicks his ear. Yeah. Why would you think it was a good idea to shoot a weapon indoors in a hallway where you couldn't see?
Sorry, I was stuck in those acts. I just.
To be fair, Verity, you and I fire like that all the time. It's just that our weaponry is easier to aim.
It's fine. It's a headache that I will deal with later. Literally.
Oh, did he hit her in the back of the head?
Yep.
Oh my god!
Did we hear him say sorry at least?
Yes.
Okay.
It's fine. You didn't mean it. And she looks over at Pocket. You didn't mean it, right?
No, I panic and I get scared easy.
It's fine. I'll be fine. And she kind of like rips off some of the gambeson that she's wearing and like ties it around the back of her head after plucking the arrow out and just kind of using it as like a headband bandage.
Ismark is gonna be upset with us.
Can I at least help her aim that to wrap it around her head?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I feel like Ismark has been upset with us with every decision we have made, especially since we took Irina out of Valakai. He just doesn't know it yet.
He'll be... He's just worried. Ismark will be fine. As long as you do not hand me over to Strahd or throw me off the roof or something, I think he'll be okay.
Well, at least in regards to this.
Yes. So she seemed to have been looking for something in here.
She also doesn't appear to be who we were after, since when she died, the plant constructs did not appear to crumble with her.
No.
My knowledge of druid magic is admittedly spotty at best, but I believe if we manage to slay the one who was summoning the creatures, they should at least stop moving, but...
Yes.
Can we stick our heads out and look?
Roz would begin looking through her stuff as well as, to see if there's anything of interest in the room that she was trying to find.
Okay, sure. Roll an investigation check if you could.
Before he rolls, can I, because I'm terrified of being in a hallway where there are vines were grappling my feet, can I just help him and give him advantage?
Yeah, of course.
Go for it, Roz.
You're looking around the room and you see there is inside one of the cabinets there's a small key that's kind of tied to the inside of one of the drawers. And in the room itself you see that there's a strange contraption on the northern side of the room. Many of the things in here are just wooden furniture. There's the strange thing and the druid. You search through the druid's kind of remains, and there really isn't much there other than a gnarled quarterstaff and a small, kind of like fist-size piece of what looks like fossilized bark on a chain.
Well, since bludgeoning is a weapon he doesn't have yet, he'll take the quarterstaff and offer up the key to anybody who wants to hold it.
Okay.
Sure, I'll take it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I
she's
thought-
just fixing Fred boat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say, I thought that it got very quiet all of a sudden.
Fred Boat keeps dying. Oh well.
Mr. Resuscitation?
Yeah, is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Verity will take the bark necklace just because she's, curious about that sort of stuff. She doesn't know a lot about druidic magic, so she's,
Sure.
Can Nanaha look around in the room and see if the key does anything?
Sure, roll an investigation.
Probably not.
Yeah, you're not really sure if there's anything in here.
Well, it's pretty anyway, and I can talk to the Mordecai's when I see them next.
All right. Anything else anyone like to do?
Verity puts on the necklace and kind of leans over to Sai, and she's like, "What do you think? Is it me?"
Sai looks her over. It doesn't seem out of place. You do like to study, and it does look like you're studying that piece.
As Verity, when you put the necklace around your neck, you feel something? There's like a connection of some sort?
Oof. that sucks now.
Oops.
Well, it feels like there's some unlocked potential you would have to focus on
Oh.
if you wanted to try and reach into this necklace. It seems to be doing something.
Woo! How curious. And we'll deal with that when we get a chance to actually rest.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we're still not taking an hour.
Well, Nanaha sticks her head out the window and just looks to see if the Twiggies are still running.
They are.
Okay. So, there's only... How big is that room?
The room you're in?
Shall we move to the next room?
I'm thinking maybe we should look around and see if we can find a room that's defensible, or at least comfortable, and, maybe hold up there?
There's a couple more doors up here. Maybe one of them's a bedroom.
You
Okay.
first.
All right. Have we been in the room that's in front of Irina? I can't.
No.
Okay, I will open that door, or try to.
Sure. The door is unlocked and you are able to open it. You see a set of bunk beds occupying the room. And against the west wall are various footlockers.
I found a bedroom. What do you know?
Da-da-da-da.
I check the footlockers, see if any of them are unlocked.
They are all locked.
They're all locked?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Pocket, there's some work.
What? Okay, follow. Where the hell is he in there?
Seeing
Okay.
as
4
they
foot
have
lock?
that room, Roz is going to move on to the next door.
Okay. Roz, you open this door and you see another set of bunk beds and foot lockers. And this one in particular, you also see a variety of scattered children's toys, one of which catches your eye that seems to look like a wooden rocking horse. And it is jet black, and its eyes are painted with like a bright orange flame. And like where the mane, tail, and hooves should be are painted with like this bright orange to red gradient.
So Mez knows that's the rocking horse of a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
I found another bed chamber here with an odd-looking children's thing.
Yep. Okay, so Pocket, go ahead and roll me a Thieves' Tools check if you're trying to unlock the footlocker.
Nana's
Got
going to say over him, you know this is somebody's house, right? And they're coming back, right?
It is.
I'll look at Axel.
I don't plan to take personal effects, but I think they would understand if there were bandages or other gear that we could use to help liberate the house for them.
Okay.
All right, I want to open all of them.
Okay, just roll me one Thieves' Tools check.
Roz kind of yells
Damn
back into the other room. And to be fair,
Well,
he is
Journey.
also kind of part of the family now.
Okay. So the first one you are not able to open. Like seems like the key is just too small for you to get your Thieves' Tools in correctly. You could try another one if you wanted.
Try the next one.
All right. This one you hear pop open after a few seconds of fiddling around. And inside you see there's some clothing, some thicker winter cloaks. There's a small book.
Take out the book, hand it to whoever's closest to me.
Nanaha or Irina.
Whoever takes it, and then keep digging.
That's really about it.
Okay. And then you can take that roll. I can roll for the other ones if there are more.
I will just say you pop open the other ones as well with that, except for the first one. In the other ones, there are, once again, more clothes, like some writing quills. There is...
I will take a quill.
Okay. The quills are all made of black feathers.
Fitting.
Mm-hmm. One of the other chests has just some small, jewelry, nothing like super expensive or super fancy, mostly like a silver chain or some like earrings or something.
How
What's
nice
the
do the
book?
earrings look?
They're something you would wear if you wanted to go out with friends, but nothing that you would go to a fancy dinner for.
Okay, leave them in there. And if no one took the book, I'll read the cover of the book out loud.
The cover of the book is... wow, my mind's blanking out for a second here. Sorry. The cover of the book is The Adventures of Sir Klutz Tripsalutsky.
Darn, so not Tusklove?
No, not Tusklove.
Sound familiar, Irina?
He sounds like it. I mean, it's a book I've read before. It's nothing. I mean, it's okay. Kind of, middling fantasy adventure sort of situation.
You could read it while we rest.
Sure, why not? If we're resting here, that is.
Well, as much as I appreciate your company, if there are 2 bedrooms, it would probably be best not to cram all of us into a single room.
Agreed.
Makes sense.
Okay. Does anyone want to...
We
go ahead.
resting, or are we going to keep going while there's still people around? They'll likely find the bodies and know we're onto them.
If they haven't heard it, or I can't imagine they haven't heard us yet. So if they're not coming, they're probably not coming.
Also, there's a lot of damage that's been dealt and people are exhausted. It's not a good idea to go into a big fight when you have no energy to do anything. These rooms are pretty defensible.
All right. Well, I'll rest out here in the hall just in case. Then.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Before we rest, I'm going to use my channel divinity to get a spell slot back.
Okay, sounds good. Everyone who is resting, feel free to use some hit dice if you'd like to. Roz, since you're going to hang out in the hallway, I'd like you to roll a perception check, please.
How long must I focus on this Nicholas to figure out what the hell it's doing?
The extent of a short rest, basically.
Oh, dope.
I'll just flip through the pages of the book, kind of skimming through and reading.
Yeah, it's a very like Don Quixote situation that you're getting from it.
Nice.
Verity, I will give you an item card before next session, but the gist of it is that once per day you can cast Bark Skin from the necklace without using a spell slot, and it does not expend concentration, but it only lasts for 10 minutes.
That's fucking cool!
It does negate your cloak, though. When you use it, it doesn't pull in the cloak as well, because I believe skin's really awkward.
Barkskin just says your minimum AC will be at least 16, and other effects that stack on top of it don't really help, like mage armor, cloak of protection, dexterity. If, like, say your AC is 15,
that's less cool.
Yeah. So to be fair, it just says regardless of what armor it is wearing, the cloak would still stack.
All right, the GM has rolled.
All right.
So, it would be 17 versus your mage armor combo of 16.
Oh, that's really splitting hairs. Not to mention mage armor's 8 hours, and this is 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it does save you a spell slot if you need it for a quick combat.
It also might make a fine gift for some of the other squishy members in the party, or a certain NPC that she is definitely not infatuated with.
It's true. There is also a warlock that almost died.
I was like, or that blue warlocky lady who can get hit.
I
if
said
the wind blows
squishy
hard.
party members first.
Yeah, especially when a warlock who has very limited spell slots, I'm sure, would hate to have something that gives her more spells to cast for temporary survivability bonuses.
I'm not going to ask or beg for it. It's up to Verity. Those are her items, and that is as far as I'm concerned, so.
All right. For the most part, the rest goes pretty quiet. Roz, you're sitting in the hallway, and you, at one point, really only see a rat scurrying about the floor. There's a door at the end of the hallway, and it kind of slips under the crack and scurries down there. It sees you, and it runs down the stairs. It was carrying a piece of bread in its mouth.
Okay. Since Roz is not familiar with druid shape changing and hasn't seen the druid's shape change at all, he's not going to think anything other. There's rats in a winery.
At the end of the rest, I'll put the book back.
All right. Those of you that are in the room with Irina, so Verity and Saya, You do see that rocking horse that I mentioned before. It is very eye-catching.
Can I roll a nature check to see if Saya knows what it is? Or what it depicts, rather?
You could, either nature or arcana.
Arcana, I think, is one that she can do. Yeah, all right.
It's the exact same roll for me on both of those. I'm just not allowed to roll the good dice, so.
Me neither. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
It's an evil-looking horse.
Lennon just passed the curse on to you, Nev. That's all.
Go give Lennon a smooch to get it back.
If anyone wants to investigate further, let me know.
I'm not in that room, so I'll pass.
I'll roll the Arcana on the rocking horse since everybody else is chattering on about it in the room next to me.
Roz, you are familiar with it. It is a creature called a nightmare. It is a horse-like fiend that is basically like made of hellfire. And you are familiar with the fact that it can fly.
A black horse. Wasn't that what Strahd was riding as well?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I thought you mentioned that he was riding a black horse with steam coming off of it and whatnot. Okay, I'll just kind of tuck that away.
If anyone else wants to look at it, let me know. Otherwise, we can move on.
So at the end of the hour, Verity knows what this thing does, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so she takes it off and she kind of, casts kind of a half wistful look, maybe like a high DC check for Arena to even notice that. But then she, hands it to Saya and she goes, I think you might benefit from this more than I.
Oh? Well, I'm not going to doubt you.
Damn right. And then she explains what it does, blah, 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 blah.
It does not require attunement. So
that's even better.
Yep. You still needed to figure out what it did, though. But yeah, it does not require attunement, and it can only be used once per dawn.
I presume it has been used, this charge. Like, that charge has been used because...
That is correct.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it is like the spell Bark Spell, or Bark Skin, but it only is 10 minutes, and it does not require concentration.
What's the official name? Just curious.
It is the Mother Tree's Embrace.
Cool.
Assuming that's the time, I will run out of the room and do some more scouting. Just scouting ahead.
Okay.
Granted, I don't know where ahead is. So, we came from the other side, so we'll go to the right.
Pocket, watch it. There are some rats running around. Don't want you to be scared of them or not.
I'm not scared of mice!
Oh, they were pretty big rats. I mean, they were a good 3 to 4 inches long.
And I'm a big cat. I'm gonna open this door. Not even listen. I'm just gonna open this door.
All right, Pocket, you are able to open the door. And
stomp in, all confident.
Yeah. You see a room that contains a wooden rectangular table surrounded by a bunch of chairs. And there's a L-shaped cupboard and a closet pantry. You see a small iron stove sitting in the room. There is some old stale bread laying on the counter. You do hear a little bit of squeaking as you do see a couple rats scurrying about.
Turn, look at Roz. Look at a rat. I'm gonna pounce for a fucking rat.
Okay. Roll me a Roll
Could it be
me
an attack with my claws?
Yeah, an attack with your claws. You pounce for a rat, and it squeaks and like just hurriedly runs past you and rushes into the hallway.
See, rats are scared of me.
Slow clap.
It sort of like angry squeaks at you before slinking down the stairs.
But after that shenanigan, the only thing we really know about this place is that, other than the tree beasts, is that the wine was poisoned. So I'm gonna rummage through the room and through the cupboards to see if there's anything that could be used to poison wine in here.
Okay, roll me an investigation check. Pocket, as you're searching around the room, you do see kind of tucked in the corner here a small vial. An empty vial.
Is it stoppered or corked?
It is unstoppered.
Take my finger, wipe it across the rim, and kind of taste it. See if that tastes familiar.
It does have a very like coppery, metallic sort of taste to it.
Well, at least we have the evidence.
Your tongue kind of goes numb for like a few seconds.
I recommend against tasting poison to see if it's poisoned.
Used to have a traveling companion that could poison stuff, and I mean, if it's in small enough doses, you should be fine, right?
I mean, as long as you're not drinking it regularly, you should be fine.
Roz, kind of looking at Pocket, will haphazardly open this door.
Okay. Oh, nope. I just want to move this one. Okay. Opening up the next room, you look inside and you see what's probably the master bedroom. It contains a 4-poster bed, and there is a headboard carved in the likeness of a giant raven. A soft black fabric rug covers the floor between the bed and the door. In the corners of the room are 2 slender wardrobes, with a tapestry of a church hanging on the wall between them. Beneath the tapestry sits a handsomely carved rocking cradle. To the north, under a window, is a plain desk and chair, and other furnishings include a wooden chest and a free-standing mirror in a wooden frame. The covers to the bed are very haphazard, as if they had whoever was in there fled in the middle of the night. Nothing in the room looks like it was, put away properly. It looks like whoever was in here ran out in a hurry.
Ooh, a bedroom next to the kitchen. Very well done.
Ooh,
I wonder
look
if the key would work in one of those chests.
I'll take a look.
Sure. The key does manage to go into the chest, and you are able to turn it. You hear the kind of the pop as the chest opens. Inside, you see there's a few leather-bound journals. There are several pouches of what look to be coin.
Does the journal look like it's the Mordkov's?
It's unmarked. It is just leather-bound.
She's going to discreetly take a quick peek and just kind of skim read.
All right. What you see in there seem to be dates. You're not really sure. Most of it is like, the dates are written things like 3 moon, 120 moon, and you see a bunch of letters next to these dates. One is BV, another entry has BW, another entry has K, another entry says Vistani.
Would Nanaha know this is a ledger?
It's up to you from your background if you think she would have any experience with this sort of thing.
Maybe in the circus.
All right, I'd say roll a history check then.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, you were strangely often asked to do some of the bookkeeping for the circus after the mysterious disappearance of whoever the former bookie was. And so you have some sort of familiarity with keeping ledgers. You're not entirely sure about the shorthand notation with the letters, but yeah, you are familiar with this.
Okay, that's not important. Closes the box back up before anybody else could see what's in there.
Okay.
She is curious about the room, so she just wants to look to see if there's anything else of interest in here.
All right. Roll investigation.
Nope.
Yeah, nothing in here.
Too shiny of a box.
Yeah.
All I found was just some ledgers. No big deal.
Okay. What's to the south there?
There's another
Actually,
door.
and seeing Nanaha close that chest, run back to the other room and relock the lock boxes that
Okay.
I unlocked,
Roll
Yeah,
me
I
another.
locked it when I did that.
Roll me another thieves' tools.
just so that it's not painfully obvious that I went through all this shit.
Yeah, you were able to lock them all back up. The door to the south leads to another hallway.
Okay, gonna go check down the hall and hopefully not stick my face in the door again in a bad way.
We got another hall down here. Nanaha and I are going to check it out. To the
Hamina,
group that's
hamina.
in the other hall.
Can I stealthily peek through the door?
Sure, roll me a stealth check.
Pocket, hide your tail.
Shit!
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you kind of poke your head around. You see that the room itself has a wooden floor with a 10-foot hole square cut, a 10-foot square hole cut in the middle of it. Looming over this hole, you see the winch from before that you saw earlier. You see a pile of hay in the back corner of this room as well.
That's a little weird. Gonna step in.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and look over at the hay pile. Maybe look out the windows, see if I can see what the critters are doing outside.
Sure.
What corner had the hay pile?
The bottom right.
Gonna look out this window.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Can't really see much out there. You're looking and you don't see any obvious signs of plant monsters. Just, you see a vineyard.
Stick my head back through the door and go, hey, there's a hall down here if you want to investigate.
Okay. Did you want to do anything with that pile of hay?
Sure, I'll kick it.
Some rats scurry out of the pile, chittering at you angrily.
For shits and giggles, can I look to see if there was anything in the pile aside from rats?
Sure. Investigate, please.
Of course.
So you do kind of search through it. You do see some signs of blood, some dried blood in there, and some things that you notice that there seems to be a bit of an indentation, as if somebody was using it as either a resting spot, The indentation is a little too big for the rats. It is clearly some sort of human bedding that was used here.
Maybe we just missed the occupant. Sticks her head down the hole and looks around on the floor.
Okay, you stick your head down there, and you do see something. You're just taking a look. You see that the wagon wheels for that cart down there, the spokes are all broken and the wheels are basically cracked.
Thank goodness we have our own cart. Nobody's down there, though?
Nobody's down there, and whatever caused that happened in between you seeing the wagon from the ground floor and you getting up here.
Okay. Now, this is just a guess, but it's a big guess. Remember how Roz jumped and crushed a bunch of Twiggies? I think something jumped and crushed cart. Thoughts?
Then I'm gonna go check it out. And he's gonna assume that the stairs down that he can see will take him down to an area. Yeah. And he's gonna head down.
You do actually see it's not stairs, it's a ramp. So like everything is very smooth.
Okay.
And you see like indentations of where you assume wine barrels were rolled down. All right, you do make your way down to the ground floor, and you can go scope out the wagon if you want. The wine barrels atop them are in good shape. However, the wagon wheels themselves are broken. And so like you see pieces of like circular wood scattered about the area. Kind of as if somebody went down here and basically like ripped the wheels apart.
Oh, that's new. Those weren't like that before. Which means our resting did have consequences.
Yeah, but it's better than us dying. Anybody good at checking for like footprints or something? See if we can figure out where our runaway went?
I wonder if Verity would be able to mend these wheels if we assemble them in the right place.
No idea if the spell allows that.
It would basically take a while because you'd have to put a piece together, mend, put another piece together, mend.
Maybe later. Nanaha's gonna look for footprints then.
Okay, roll survival.
While she's doing that, Roz is going to go back up and tell the group what's going on, what they found.
Mm-hmm. All right. Roz goes back upstairs. Nanaha, you do see some human footprints in the in the debris, kind of like some dust and dirt where you see some footprints in there. They are barefoot human footprints, and you see them kind of heading off outside of here before the footprints themselves vanish. So you're able to get outside here, and you do see what look to be wolf prints shortly thereafter.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark and say, Druid just ran away. Hey Roz, maybe we should check the basement, as much as Pocket is not gonna like that. Make sure the house is clear, and then maybe invite our friends back in. I think that whoever that was ran away Druid way is a wolf.
So druids can be wolves?
They can wild shape into things.
I will say specifically, Nanaha, you would know this, but you don't know you don't know if it's specific to druids, but you knew that druids could do that.
Well, yeah, the circus was just a bunch of druids transforming into animals, so the circus druids could do it.
I saw a number of rats and such running around. I wonder if any of those were actually druids scouting us.
Yeah, no, possibly. Possibly.
That is the extent that you know of druids, Nanaha.
Yeah. I don't know their ways, I just know that the animals of the circus were druids. Makes the lion bit a little less impressive if you know what's going on.
All right. So everyone upstairs, you've been filled in.
Well, in that case, I would go down with them.
Okay.
There simply can't be monsters in the basement because there's monsters upstairs. That's how this works, right?
Irina kind of laughs. You're still new here, aren't you?
I'm adjusting.
Pocket, do you not remember when there were monsters in the walls of the first house?
I'm probably just going to cover his ears.
So the plan is then to make sure the basement is clear and then get the Martikov family back into their house?
To me, it would be. You
Okay.
guys, what do you think?
We'd probably need to stand guard with them for a few days until we can actually excise the circle.
I imagine we would barricade them in and then go deal with the circle.
Besides, their champion, they said 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So we let them back in, we stay the night, and then we go find them tomorrow?
I would agree with that.
I like this bloodthirsty pocket. Yes, we kill them tomorrow.
What?
Check the basement below first. For all we know, there's another one hanging out down there.
There's nothing in the basement!
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, there's at least wine down there. We can make sure it's also not poisoned.
I thought we looked outside and the creatures were still shuffling around, weren't they?
The last time you did, yes. The Nanaha looked out and saw nothing.
Oh, okay.
The question is, was the one who escaped the one who was controlling them all? Or if there's still others in the basement that have not yet escaped?
Yeah, I'd feel much safer clearing the house before we left and found ourselves in the midst of an army again.
And just
Agreed.
before we head to the basement with the super speeds, just run back through the building and make sure no one just circled around us and circumvented us this whole time, or see if there's now any rats left. Just a quick run through.
You do see a few rats. They are very angry and squeaky, but they hide. It's not like all of them vanished.
So come back, return as we're going down. There are still a few rats here, so maybe they're still here.
And you did not kill the rats? That was a cat's job, to kill the rats.
A house cat.
Aren't you?
Go
You're a
find
cat,
one?
you are in a house.
He makes a very good point, Pocket. You are a cat in a house.
Stomp off and go kill some mice.
Wait, Pocket, we'll do that after.
Fine.
All right, everyone goes down to the basement, huh?
Yes.
Why do you have to say it like that?
You know why she has to say it like that.
Would you prefer I say it? And so the group decides to head down into the basement,
I mean, that's
Knowing
slightly
what the
better.
not knowing if there are dangers ahead of them. Or
Wait,
not.
it's getting worse. Stop.
I mean, it could just be the glass shattering sound and then the music changes.
I hear boss music. Why do I hear boss music?
They're not here,
Why are
boss
there
music.
hell
Come on, spell
potions
slots.
playing all over?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right,
Bullets, where did those come from?
who's going down first?
Not fucking it.
I will.
Okay.
Following behind Axel. Okay,
Okay,
no, no.
third.
If the
No,
other
yeah, you are third.
tanky person is in front, Roz would stick toward the back.
All right.
Yeah, I don't care what the order is, but Verity has been trying to subtly stick close to Irina all day. So she would try to be next to her in the formation.
It's not subtle. Remember, Saya even said we were going to keep her back with us.
Yeah.
Maybe you should stand between her and Pocket, though.
No, it's fine. He said it was an accident. And she gave him the ear flick. He's been scolded.
I was thinking meat shield of love.
All right, so I will do some describing as you all head down into the basement. You head down the cellar stairs, and there's a very small hallway. 4 of you can fit in this hallway first. The rest of you must wait on to head downstairs. In here, you see that there's a very thick layer of moss covering the walls of an underground staircase. This area here itself is hewn stone and has been carved out many centuries ago. At the foot of the steps, you see a landing, and there is an arched window, or an arched wooden door set into the northern wall. It is currently closed.
You want to put the door?
Yes, let's open the door, or try to.
Okay. The door is unlocked. You are able to open it. Okay, I was going to move the thing, but it won't let me move the lighting block. How dare.
Touch dare.
There we go.
Heresy.
Alright, everyone want to filter in now, or?
Yes.
Alright. You find
I'm
yourself...
sticking to Axel.
Yeah, I'll move the others down here. And people can arrange how they want. There are wooden pillars and beams supporting the 10-foot-high ceiling of the cellar. You notice that there is a very, very strong chill. Your breath kind of lingers in the air as a small, like, thick cloud. There's a thin mist kind of wisping around the stone floor. You see kind of everywhere around here, there's each half of the cellar features a very tall wooden partition that seems to double as a wine rack. The first rack that you see is full of various wine bottles. It seems to be half filled. The rest are currently empty, awaiting some sort of filling.
Looks around the corner. Anything of note other than the barrels?
You do actually, as you go around the corner, you hear some shouting in an unknown language, and I am going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck, here we go again.
Found the monster in the basement!
I rolled a 10!
Hey!
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
Raz will casually pocket some of the wine bottles into his bag. Just go.
Good job, everyone. This is a much better initiative order. Except for you, Nanaha.
Yeah, I'm just startled, I'm guessing.
She's a Sun Soul monk, so when it's cold, she's like at low power, I'm assuming.
Very true. Saya. Okay. Irina. 14. Alright. Turn. Pocket, you hear the sound of shouting as Nanaha turns the corner.
Alright, so they're up around Nanaha because I don't see anything.
Yes.
Oh boy. Zoom. Okay, now I see that I could have gone the other way. Oh well. That was still, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 30. 35.
That is correct.
Is it obvious that it's another druid?
I mean, you see a person draped in animal skins with like tangled knots of twigs in their hair, so either it's a druid or someone's making homemade kombucha.
Monster in the basement, stab.
They seem a little startled at your approach, and yes, you are able to stab them. However, sneak
No
attack
sneak
does
attack,
not
nothing.
apply. Nope.
Just straight damage.
You see a gasp kind of coming out of their lips. The figure seems to be masculine in size, but it's draped with so much fur and mud that it's really hard to tell. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Bonus action, disengage, and run back around the corner.
Okay. Verity.
Oh, that's the square she wanted to stand in. Okay. All right. So she'll do 5, 10, 15. Oh, God! There it is. Okay, hi. All
I
right.
will say I had to use feline agility to get that far, so I'll mark that off.
Okay.
All right, Verity will tap into or she'll basically release the grip on the powers that she always holds in check, and she'll fire up her fucking bloodline, like, laser beam. Where the fuck is it? Hang on. I have a button for it. There it is. Ka-choom! Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and fire in the favored by the gods as well, because holy fuck. That is not gonna make it. That is a fucking 13.
Okay, so you launch this bolt of sickly green energy, and like you see it kind of starting to go wide. However, you feel, even in this cold room, you feel an even deeper chill within your body as you see this green arc, like this green energy beam kind of arcing, and like it looked like it was going to go wide until it starts arcing back and almost spiraling, like it's drawn to that point in space. And you connect with it as this druid just gasps in surprise.
That's fucking weird, but okay. Eat 25 poison damage, apparently.
Okay. It made the save, but it does eat 25 points of poison damage, and you see this figure gasp and like blood kind of oozing out of their mouth as they fall over face first, dead.
Oh, fuck! Whoops! What kind of a final boss was that?
Who said that was the final boss?
Oh man, she just
I-
used her superpower on a fucking minion.
Yes, you did. I guess keep looking for monsters in the basement.
So Saya, which vintage do you think would be nice?
She's just gonna lean over. Ooh, how about this one? And like pulls a random bottle out.
Ross takes his turn and puts it in his bag.
I love how Verity just threw poison out in near all this wine when we know that other wine was poisoned.
It is a directed bolt, god damn it! And I'm assuming that. Wait, how did that even hit? It's a I roll a 13.
Yeah, armor class was 12.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, gods.
The last druid, the reason we weren't able to hit them very well is because of their bark skin.
You spooked this one too quick.
Well, since Pocket's on full alert, we're gonna just search the room for
So-
mice and
Just gonna
other
point out,
druids.
Fluffy didn't
And I
say
guess
we're
I
out of
should,
initiative.
I didn't.
Oh.
Oh shit!
At this point, Axel, Pocket, Verity, Saya, and Roz, you all feel this jolt as like this almost spark of electricity washes over you all. And you see these glowing lights begin to manifest where there was nothing before.
Oh, that's going to be a problem.
That doesn't usually happen when I use that power.
Axel, you take 8 points of lightning damage.
'Kay.
Pocket, yes, 8. Pocket, you take 5 points of lightning damage. Nanaha, you take 6 points of lightning damage. Verity, you take 14 points of lightning damage.
That felt personal. Okay.
Roz, you take 8 points of lightning damage.
You did kind of nuke one.
And Saya, you take 6 points of lightning damage. It is now Axel's turn.
I'll try to hit the one that's in front of me.
Okay. You swing forward with your glaive, and a little bit of lingering electrical impulse just kind of lingers in your muscles, and you feel your arms twitch mid-swing. The blade kind of scatters against the ground, or, well, it wraps against the ground as you miss, swinging wide.
Second time. Nope, all the rolls are gone.
Yeah, so you try again, and your muscles are just tightening up. You're not able to get the full swing that you wanted to.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay, Roz.
Since these things seem to just be putting out jolts to anybody who's close by, Roz will recklessly swipe at it with his sword and see if something happens.
Okie dokies. You swing, and you do feel your blade connecting with something in the, like, ball of light that's just kind of emanating in front of you. There's a little bit of resistance behind it. You seems like you hit him. Or hit it, whatever it is. Okay. You do a damage.
Damage. Woohoo.
Okay.
Wait, isn't
Irina-
that 9 damage? Even if it's half, wouldn't it be 4?
I would have said one. I would have said it took 1 point of damage. I was just.
Oh, okay.
Yep, just a meme.
Okay.
I was just memeing.
Fine. Just. Alright.
Uh,
That's really it.
Yeah, Irina runs down the stairs and is like, "What in the name? What?" And, like, she's just kind of like a little flabbergasted at this like sight, and like instinctually grabs for her rapier, and she is going to try to swing forward and hit it. And this little ball of light just dances around her blade, and she is not able to strike any sort of purchase. Saya.
Mugget, save me. I'm going to have him sting.
Okay, go ahead. Maggot kind of just growls and like thrusts their tail at this little ball of light, and it does seem to have connected with something. Roll your damage.
+2. That one also has the rider of a DC 11 con saving throw or become poisoned for an hour. If they fail by
you're not-
5 or more, then they fall unconscious.
I that is good to know. However, you don't know if balls of light can be poisoned.
Nope, that's just why I was letting you know, because you know this information.
Very true. Na.
Manamana wants to know if there's anything that she can Sun Soul Fist without going at disadvantage.
Anything that is not in front of Pocket or in the top or like diagonal to you.
So the one in front of Verity.
Yes.
That's a great choice, because it just fried the fuck out of her.
I'm gonna pew pew the one in front of Verity.
Hooray! Go ahead and roll it. You launch this beam of light and it just splashes against the back wall of the cellar, doing no damage. The second it hits true and kind of like you see this just light spilling off around it as you damage it. And the little like glowy ball just kind of like uncomfortably wobbles a little bit in the air before righting itself. But that did seem to hit it.
I'm gonna do a key point and throw another one at it.
Ode.
That's a failure. Hey, I still have an inspiration. Can I use that on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
That was such a waste. Never mind.
Alright, the little ball of light is just bobbing too much, and you try again, and once again it splatters against the back wall. At this point, we will have to end the session mid-initiative.